Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Brian. Today I'm going to go over something with you that I just picked up. It's going to be a really good addition to the camper and to our camping arsenal for things that we're going to take out. And I'm going to tell you why I bought it and what I'm replacing it with. So it is a single burner propane slash butane stove, and it's from Gas One. It comes in this really sleek, simple plastic case for it. And this thing is just, I mean, they're not new. I know all you guys have seen these before, but I picked it up because it's so small, it's so lightweight. It's full power, 8,000 BTU. It packs up really small, and it's just so much more convenient. So what I've been using, what me and the family have been using, is this giant Coleman propane stove. This thing probably weighs 10 times more than this does. It takes up twice as much space. And to be honest with you guys, we've never utilized both burners. It's got two burners on it. It might come in handy. Yeah, I'm not denying that fact, but as far as what we use and how we've used it before, we've never needed two burners at one time. This is a great stove. However, it just takes up a lot of space. And I find myself not wanting to use it because I usually have to pack it away underneath something or in the bottom of a tote. Then I got to take everything out and get to this. So I find myself trying to find excuses not to use this one. And again, it's just really heavy. So I picked up this guy, this little Gas One butane propane stove. And well, the selling point to me, it was A, the price. This thing was only 30 bucks. B, you know, you use your standard 8-ounce butane bottles that fit in here, and I'll bring you in closer, but it fits in this portion of it right here. But the really cool thing about this particular stove is, and it's not the only one, but why I picked this one up is because it also comes with a hose to adapt to your standard 16-ounce propane bottles that probably all of us have laying around the house if we've ever been camping or, you know, whatever. But these are really easy to come by, and you can refill them if you dare. I've done it a couple times and it's worked, but it's still a little sketchy to me. But you know, so you can, it's dual fuel. So that's why I picked this up, because to be honest, I had kind of had a hard time finding these butane canisters. I went to Walmart, they didn't have any. I went to one academy, they didn't have any. I went to another academy and I finally found these. So these are a little bit, at least in my area, harder to come by, but it's just 8 ounces of butane, standard butane, and it just pops in here. But that's why I picked this particular unit up, is because it takes both. And it does come with an adapter hose that you plug in that's going to connect this stove to your standard 16-ounce propane bottle too. So, you know, you have this option as well. But let me show you guys how this thing lights up, how you use this. And I think it's going to be a really good addition for the camper, because I'm screaming for space back there in the galley. And so anything that I can use to remove this giant stove and use this instead, I'm all for it. And the weight factor alone is great, because again, it's so much lighter than this big Coleman stove. But let me show you guys how this works. Okay, so to get this stove to work with these 8-ounce butane bottles, you literally just pop this cap off, and there's a little notch in this particular brand, the Sterno brand. I don't know if all butane bottles have it, but there's a notch here, and all you do is just line it up. There's a nozzle here that goes into an inlet. Try to pick it up and show you. Right there. So you just line those two up and you kind of push it in. And that's this little space that's on the rim of this can. There's this little tab right here that kind of helps lock it in place so it doesn't rotate. But once you have that in there, you can see it's kind of loose, which is normal. You take your little lock lever, push it down. So now that can is safe, it's not leaking, and you're good to go. So to light it, you just simply turn this knob all the way until you hear the piezo ignition, and it's lit. And the other good thing about this is, at least in my opinion, is that you can turn this thing way down. So if you just want to simmer something, you've got pretty good control over your flame to just barely have any going, which is also useful if you don't want to just sear something and, you know, nuke it. you can turn it way down to not let the pan get so hot, or, you know, crank this thing all the way up. And I know it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can turn these lights off so you can see the flame. There you go, guys. I hope that kind of helps so you can actually see the flame on this thing. But here, what I was talking about is that this is full blast. This is 8,000 BTUs. You can crank this thing way down to just barely a simmer, which will be really useful if you don't want to, like I said, nuke your food. Let me show you guys how to hook up the propane version of this. And to get this can out, it's just the exact reverse. So you've got this thing locked. Take this lock lever, push up, and then you're just gonna pull out this can. Just like that. And these are self-sealing, so these aren't gonna, you know, don't worry about these leaking when you take them out, and I just recap them. But, so this thing comes with this hose right here, part of the package when you buy it. And all you're gonna do is take this hose, you're going to run it through here, and you're going to screw it into the same place where you push that butane bottle in. Right-handed threads, so your standard righty-tighty. Get that nice and tight. You're going to take propane bottle, screw it down. Okay, and you can close this if you want, and you're good to go. So now, instead of having to use those, for me, hard to find butane canisters, we've got this standard 16-ounce propane bottle that you can find literally anywhere. And same way to ignite it. Just turn this until you hear it click. There you go. Works on propane. And you're obviously going to have a lot longer runtime with these 16-ounce bottles of propane, but they are, again, they take up more space to pack than these little guys do. But you have both options. If you can't find one, you can probably find the other, but same deal. So that's why I really like this little stove, is because it is dual fuel. So let me put you back up and finish this one out. So guys, that's it for this video. This was nothing special. I just wanted to show you guys one of my new toys that I got for camping. I do think I'm gonna like this a lot more. Again, the space that it saves, the weight that it saves, the fact that it's dual fuel. And you can keep these stored in here to eliminate having to store at least one can somewhere. So you can store this thing in this compartment if you want, but for right now, I just keep the propane hose here in it just in case I ever need it. So with that, guys, again, it's only 30 bucks, 8,000 BTU, gas one. I'll put the link down below if you guys are interested. This is, again, nothing new at all. These have been around forever, but I just wanted to kind of swap out the big, heavy Coleman stove because we never utilize both burners, and it's so heavy. So this is going to fit a lot better inside the camper, and so far, you know, yet to use it. I've just been testing it out here. Seems to work just fine. So real world use will hopefully come the next couple of weeks when we actually take the full family out camping, now that we know that that thing is roadworthy. So updates to come on that. But until then, guys, take care, and we'll see you soon.